Hey guys, just wanted to show you how easy it is to make some Pico de Gallo. This is a great recipe to keep in mind. It only takes a few minutes to chop it up and you can use it in all sorts of dishes. So we're going to use 2 tomatoes, half onion, jalapeno. This is about 15, maybe 20 sprigs of cilantro. It's already been rinsed. Juice of 1 lime. And a little bit of salt. You can use any tomatoes. I'm usually in the habit of using these Romas, or plum tomatoes. But you can get by with any tomatoes. It doesn't matter too much. Somewhere in the neighborhood of a 1/4 inch does the job. If you have trouble slicing through the tomato skin, then you know it's time to sharpen your knife. White onion. You can get by with yellow onion. You won't notice much of a difference. I probably wouldn't use red onion. White onion is typically used in Mexican cuisine. But there's not that much of a difference between the white and the yellow. So this is half an onion. It's a good ratio to keep in mind. One jalapeno. I usually start by just putting in half of it, and you can always stick your tongue right there. Yeah, this one's not very hot. It'll give you a good idea of how hot the particular pepper is, how much capsicum it has in it. I usually dice the jalapeno a little bit finer, just so you don't get huge chunks of jalapeno in your pico. And keep this in reserve. So we'll start with half jalapeno, we'll take a taste for heat, and then we'll add more if we need it. Cilantro, it's already been rinsed, and I usually just twist off the bottom portion of the stems and use the rest of the stems that hold the leaves together. It's pretty common to use those in Mexico, so it's okay to do that. Okay. Get that in a bowl. We'll start with the juice of half a lime. Probably going to need more. And a heaping 1/4 teaspoon. Probably going to need more. 2 tomatoes, probably around half a teaspoon of salt for this pico. I think pico tastes best when the tomatoes are kind of kept in check by the onion and the jalapeno. So if you take a bite and you get a mouthful of tomatoey flavor, you can always add more jalapeno, more onion. Because something happens when the balance is right. It tastes like something new, right? Totally different dish when you combine just the right ingredients. So first bite, get a little bit of everything. Yep. Oh, it's plenty hot. Needs more lime. So that's a juice of about single lime. It's around 2 tablespoons. I'm going to put a little more salt. Yep. There it is. Plenty of lime. Plenty of salt. Some heat from the jalapeno. Not too much tomatoey flavor. The onion is a good balancer. I'd probably chop the onion a little finer next time. But overall, that's your pico de gallo. Let it be messy. Let it be shaggy. Let the bowl be messy. But once you taste the insides, it's all worthwhile. This is always going to taste best right now. You can keep leftovers in the fridge. It's going to last for a few days, but it's going to lose a little bit of its zip. So since it only takes a couple minutes to chop it up, I usually make smaller batches more often because it really is superior when it's freshly chopped up, especially with the fresh zing from the jalapeno. You'll lose a little bit of that zing as it sits in the fridge. So I think it's worth getting in the habit of just whipping it up. No thinking involved, no stress, and you get a lifetime of benefit from it. Cheers.